You're listening to Curdle Holler, Season 6, Episode 2, Corn-ered.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, kid.
There she is, fresh from the grave.
Ah! The robots! They're rebelling against their human overlords! What hath our hubris wrought?
Chip, it's an LED light mask, and I'm wearing it for 20 minutes for self-care. Is there any coffee left?
But of course, Minerva and I have been up for 2 hours, taking in the fresh morning air and drinking cup after cup of charnel house whilst commenting to one another on various news items.
Being old is awesome.
Nita, are you sure it's safe to drink coffee with that thing on?
I've got a straw.
Well, try not to short-circuit yourself. I don't want you making us late for my very important appointment this morning.
Bonita, you and Mr. Clearly are going to seek Belfry's legal counsel concerning the unfortunate accusation that Chip is the annex prowler.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was a dream.
No. Ooh, but let me tell you guys about the dream that I had last night. I was in a throne room in a great castle, pacing back and forth in indecision. Outside the window, blobs as far as the eye could see. My advisor was standing there. At least I think it was my advisor, and he was saying, "Your Majesty, you've got to go back." What do you think it all means?
I think it means you ate too many sour snakes before bed.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like you were watching movies before bed.
Both of those things are true, but the dream was very realistic. I felt like I was there.
Hey, I believe you, kid. I have some pretty vivid dreams myself sometimes.
Really, Minerva? Because of your enormous exposed brain?
Yeah, it comes with the territory.
Hello!
What the?
It's your DoorDash drone. I brought breakfast.
Chip, really? You ordered DoorDash for breakfast? We could make eggs or something for free.
I didn't order DoorDash delivery, but now that you're here, Mr. Vex, color me intrigued.
Also, why did you just fly in our kitchen window, Vex?
Because your front door was locked. Now, while I'm handing out all this food, I'm just going to confirm that you are Chip Clearly, and you are present at your place of employment. I'm not spying on you, and this has nothing to do with certain accusations about you that I somehow know about.
Henry, how do you know about the accusation? Have you been using your bat drone to spy on the town?
Yes! I mean, no! Don't worry about why I might be spying on you.
Are you taking my picture? Stop that.
I'm going to submit you to RoboBabes Weekly. You could be the page 3 she-bot of the week.
Mr. Vex, in spite of your weird arrival and being here, we are all okay with all of this because you brought us all this food. Here, Nita, you can have this churlish churro. Ooh, Henry, do you have any ketchup packs? We have ketchup here, but Rochester always gets the low-sodium kind.
Here you go. You owe me 78 zap, plus tip.
78 zaps for a casket of breakfast burritos? Are you insane?
Yes.
Ooh, Henry, apply discount code CHIP10 to my cart. I've got my own discount code due to order frequency.
Now your total is 70 zap, plus tip.
Here you go.
Chip, did you just get that out of my purse?
Relax, Nita. You've had that gift card in your purse for 18 months. You weren't going to use it.
Thank you for the tip. Bye now.
Here's a tip for us. Keep all windows closed from now on.
You're in Curdle Holler.
Curdle holler, 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 curdle holler. Curdle holler, curdle holler. Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Curdle Holler, Curdle Holler. Welcome to Bootiful, spooky cool, Curdle Holler.
Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Baby, Curdle Holler, Curdle Holler.
Curdle Holler, Curdle Holler.
Curdle Holler, Curdle Holler.
Welcome to your afterlife.
Now, Belfry, when we spoke on the phone, you said law office. I remember that.
Yes, I recall.
I did not expect Chip and I would join you in a mine cart on the sunken mine ride at Country Rock Caverns.
Oh, look, Nita, the Country Rock Critters.
Welcome to the mine. Just need a little more time. There's rocks to chip and chips to get, but the water don't get too high.
That song is very stressful to me.
I grant us unusual environs, working by lantern as we drift through dark warrens amongst memories of near catastrophe, but the ride does have its benefits in the way of privacy. Because I don't know if y'all are aware, we got a problem with gossip in this town.
That's just a rumor.
That's what I heard.
Now, Chip, reviewing your case, I see you've been in jail before.
Because of you! You did that!
Oh yes, me and the sheriff, but that's the old me, and what we gotta figure out is whether these annex crimes are the new Chip Clearly.
Why are we even talking about this? If Chip was going to turn to crime because he saw something on TV or whatever, he would have remembered to go invisible, right? You would have remembered that, right?
Yes, I would have remembered to go invisible if I had done the crimes, which I did not, even though the prowler does sound pretty cool from what I've heard.
But how about don't say that on TV?
Good advice. Before we get too far, though, Belfry, we agreed to meet with you because we do know you're good at lawyering. We saw you on TV, and we all liked your suit.
Thank you.
And I want to acknowledge that you've done an admirable job as town secretary, especially since you started making those pralines for the council meetings.
But
Can we trust you?
I was waiting on you. Go ahead, list them off. One day y'all get tired of saying portal crisis, cosmic slime, what else? Come on, let's hear it.
Those are the main ones.
Oh, broke out of jail.
Point is, this is a reputation issue. If you don't believe I want to help Chip Clearly, then believe I want to help myself. I'm trying to make a new start, and what better person for me to represent than the town's favorite son?
Cannonball!
Oh, now that's
the
wrong.
hair?
Person, we meeting with a client. Now, Joe, little boy.
Roostifer is hand paddling over here on a drowned rat float.
What I like about this office is the privacy.
Make room for Roostifer Batsinger, senior partner at Batsinger Family Law.
And junior associate.
Go on, Daddy. I'm pushing you the other way. I'm pushing the water.
Me too.
Go on. No, hold on. I thought of something. I don't wish to betray any deep personal secrets, and I'm sorry to do this, but the Prowler can't beat Chip Clearly, and that's true, because I happen to know Chip can turn invisible. We know that, Daddy. Now go! You have pushed me, Belfry Batsinger. I see your treachery. Oh, Daddy, look. You're going the wrong way in the sunken mine.
Daddy, don't let my cave get wet.
Please excuse that villainous interlude. They do not represent Belfry Batsinger at law, but they remind me to ask you, Chip, do you have any enemies? Besides old me and not related to me and do not sleep on a Ferris wheel.
Peaches?
Possibly me when he puts trash in my purse. But no, he's pretty popular. What else, Belfry?
Can I assume you are hiring me to deliver you some TV justice?
Chip?
Okay, you're hired. But keep talking so we don't have to hear that song again.
That's right. Yeah, here they go.
They'll help us.
Y'all get used to it.
Look at this, Marco.
Return to sender. Pretty cool trick.
Thanks, I practiced it. Whatever.
Casey, quit playing boomerang with your arm and help me with this dumb old water cooler.
Fine, but only because I'm bored of looking at all this corn.
Yeah, man. This corn maze is making me sleepy. It's a real drag.
Well, tough, y'all. You gotta be my corn maze helpers and walk around this dumb old corn maze handing out water in these stupid little pointed paper cones and helping out old papaws if they get lost.
Why are you talking like you're the boss of us, Terry?
I'm an officer of the law, Casey. Ain't you been paying attention?
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Bones to Terry. Come in, Terry.
Go for Terry.
Hey, Terry, I got Pastor Munch coming in. He gonna bring you one of them annex kids to help out with the annex corn maze. Over.
10-4, old man.
The preacher's coming? Oh, man. He's not gonna, like, stay here, is he? Or, like, pray for us.
Well, he ain't gonna stay, y'all. You know he got a million old dumb preacher chores to do.
And he's bringing an annex kid? The new annex kid is gonna see us passing out water in the corn maze. It's embarrassing.
Well, hello, young people. It's a beautiful day to have a corn maze. I love y'all's little vest and your little cooler and your air of serene good citizenship. Hey, preacher, who you got here? I want to introduce y'all to Calliope. She's a little shy, but I can just tell from her grease paint smile and her big old rainbow hair that she's a lot of fun to be around.
Hi.
Yeah, he was buzzing.
Now, Calliope, I'm going to leave you with Casey and Marco, and I just know y'all are going to do a good job helping your friends and neighbors in the corn maze. But I got to go because I have to take Peaches to the vet. And then Cobbler gets jealous, so I got to pretend he's going to the vet too. It's real cute. But I'll be back later to go through the corn maze for fun myself. Okay, preacher, we got it from here. Bye now. Okay now, bye-bye, toodaloo. Y'all have fun. Calliope, here's you a dork-looking safety vest.
Oh, my favorite, a vest.
Y'all got your first aid kit?
Is that this plus sign thing with the Band-Aids?
Y'all know the first sign of heat stroke?
Yes, Terry, we know all the signs, duh.
We do?
Stop bossing us to death, Terry. We're doing it.
Well, okay, you old cranky butt. Now I'm on patrol, so I gotta go. Y'all text me if you need anything. Bye now.
Texting is for old people.
You're right, Calliope. Texting is for old people.
Oh, man. Hey, new girl. Can you believe our friend Terry turned into a stone-cold adult?
That's unfortunate.
Do you, go to school?
I'm homeschooled.
Really?
Yeah, ever since the incident.
Whoa.
Would like to declare the annex corn maze open.
Whoa. Righteous oration from that old worm geezer.
Oh, look, they're opening up the corn maze. Time to walk around the stupid corn and help people.
That's one option.
Now, Pumpkin, as Mayor Sandy slithers down from the podium, we have a few moments to prepare ourselves for the day's diplomacy. Remember, we represent Curdle Holler's ghoulish citizenry, and we wish to convey a dignified sense of welcome. You've got chocolate on your rind.
You about to wipe the orange right off me.
Well, Pumpkin, I'm finding this chocolate stain most stubborn.
Well, just lick on a napkin and wipe it with that.
I'll do no such thing. Now stand up stiff as a corpse and untwist the strap from your overall. You must make a good impression. This is about candy and friendship.
My specialties. And we're gonna be nice to the worm man, and then he'll love us and tell us about taffy. 'Cause he ain't allowed to have no candy secrets, 'cause that's rude.
That's the spirit. Now it seems Mayor Sandy has spotted us and is inching his way over. Shall we practice saying some kind of words to him?
Mr. Worm, I like your hat. Can I have it?
Close, Pumpkin. The first part is acceptable, but it would be poor manners indeed to ask for his hat.
But how's he gonna know I'm sincere if he don't also know that I want to have it?
Mayor Sandy, hello. I'm thrilled that you agreed to tour the annex corn maze with us. I'm as excited as a murderer with a new axe.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for a corn maze.
I'd like you to meet our candy commissioner and the town's most generous philanthropist, Pumpkin.
Hey there, pal.
Hi, Mr. Sandy. I like your hat.
Thank you.
Can I have it?
Can you have my hat? Well, I guess so. You'll just have to promise to give it back to me if I start to get dried up in the sun.
Apologies, Mayor Sandy. He doesn't truly wish for you to give him your hat. It's just his deranged manner of speaking.
Okay.
Now, gentlemen, shall we enter the corn maze?
Okay, but I've got to go to the bathroom.
But of course.
Yeah, I'd better go too.
Well, I believe there is a rather grim row of conveyable facilities near the road, if you wish to make use of them.
Okay, I'll race you. I'm winning.
I'm pretty slow.
He's probably gonna get there first.
Oh, thank goodness! Look, girls, it's the safety volunteers. If we get scared or dehydrated, we can see one of them and receive attention and hot apple cider.
Oh, I would love both of those things.
This first aid kit is so dorky. It's like a fanny pack for boo-boos.
What if people laugh at us?
I know, it's embarrassing. Marco, did you hear how Terry talked to us like she's the hall monitor of the whole entire corn maze? It was the worst.
Yeah, it's a drag. She'd be tops on this mummy tape.
I think that's enough bandages, children. I'm good as new, promise.
Hold still, man. Your pupil's rocking round the clock.
There. All better.
Okay, but I can't see nothing. How am I supposed to get out of this maze if I can't see nothing?
Just follow your instincts or whatever.
Okay. I'm tottering forward, trusting in what you say.
Watch out for that pumpkin statue.
Oh, now I got another boo-boo, and I'm all turned around.
Should we tell him the exit's right behind us?
This maze is too easy. It's basically for babies.
What if we move that statue in front of the exit?
Yeah, we'll block the way out.
Calliope? That's a good idea.
Well, let's see. That's a real good-looking stalk of corn. But I don't know.
Here comes the preacher. Let's see if this works.
Oh, no. It's a dead end. We're lost. That's right, Peaches. We're going to miss the Halloween chorus program. It's about the Halloween Old West. It's called Bone Star Gulch. I have the solo, but nobody's going to hear it because we're stuck in a corn maze. Can y'all believe it?
What is he talking about?
He's lost his mind. Let's try something else.
Hey, look! This severed teenage girl arm is pointing that way. It must be the exit.
Hey, copycat daddy-o.
Who goes there? Who speaks to me?
This is the maze, dig? You're doing great. Why not stop and smell the roses?
I see one now. It's a boutonniere on a child clown statue. Let me just bend right over, put my face up to it. Oh no, it's a trick. I must be going the wrong way. And now I'm lost forever.
Success.
Yeah, worked like apple butter. But how do we add more chaos?
We should move all the signs around.
And use stupid corn to block all the exits. Like, all of them.
Get hold of yourself, man. We'll make a new life here in the maze.
Where are we?
Is this a dream?
We'll be here forever.
I'm all out of bags, Goliath, so don't get any ideas.
Everyone in town is totally trapped in the maze.
Like an ant farm.
Oh no, I'm back where I started.
And then we're like, no more worlds to conquer.
Everybody calm down and raise your hand if you need assistance. I said calm down, you maze-stuck mouth yellers. I'll be around when I get to you. Thanks.
I'm bored. Let's get bubble tea.
Golly bum, look at this traffic. Got behind some giant slug. He don't care about nothing. Come on, boy. Folks got places to be. Come on now. You all right? Keep on eating that road trash. Guess we'll see what's on the radio.
Calling all cars! Calling all cars! It's an emergency!
BM 549 in service, headed to the corn maze. Slowly. Lay out a punch already?
No, silly! It's a break-in at the college!
A break-in? At the school? It's the annex prowler.
10-4, good buddy!
Well, he gonna be gone before I get there, stuck behind this old wide load. I got to delegate.
The prowler? Up at the school?
Yeah. Now look here, Turi. I know you own corn maze security, but I am slug jammed and time is of the essence. I'm thinking you might have better luck getting up to that college on your bicycle.
You talk about the wheels of Halloween justice?
Yep, take the wheels of Halloween justice. Go ahead, put on that siren and see if you can't run down this troublemaker in the annex.
But my friends, some contrary Larry's up here getting into trouble and...
Well, don't you worry about that maze, Terry. I'll meet you up at the college when I get there. You're the law now.
I'm on it, Sheriff.
Folks, I just got a hat tip from my source at the police department. There's been a break-in at the college.
The prowler.
Sheriff's headed that way, but the word he ain't gonna be there on time to catch our crimagoo.
Okay, we don't want to get in the way, but maybe we can find witnesses or use karate to block the exits.
Catching the prowler would be very good for my case.
Y'all, this frogman's a custodian. He said the prowler come right through this hallway.
You saw the prowler?
What did he look like? Where did he go?
Well, I had on a blindfold.
Of course.
I was practicing broom karate to fight school bullies when I heard somebody entering a classroom, and I said, "Don't go in there, bully." And he said he needed a bathroom pass, and I knew that was a bully lie, because we don't have bathroom passes. We trust our students to go when they need to.
But he betrayed that trust.
He went into teacher's desk. No, he didn't. He did. He grabbed a skeleton key and ran that way.
What's that way?
The Museum of Halloween Agriculture.
Yeah, I was hopeful when we found this path, but I don't think this is the way out of the corn maze at all.
It seems we have been foiled yet again, but fix your gaze on this abandoned water cooler. Shall we drink?
Yeah, I'm gonna get us drinks.
Don't put your mouth on the spigot, Pumpkin, I beg you.
I wasn't going to. I was gonna catch the water with my hands and let y'all drink it like that.
As generous as that offer is, Pumpkin, I am relieved to say that we will not need to avail you of it. There is a pile of paper cones nearby.
Well, that works too.
Fellas, I'm starting to get a little worried. Is it possible we're trapped inside the corn maze?
Yeah, probably. But we can spend the night here. Maybe every night forever.
Yeah.
Brother Pumpkin, did I hear you say that y'all were gonna live in the maze? Do you think we might have to?
No, Pastor. I don't believe we should have to resort to such drastic measures. Why, if nothing else, we can walk stoically and with dignity directly through the corn stalks.
Well, y'all are braver than me. I tell you that much right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that now. Ow! 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 The corn is poking me. You try, Mayor Sandy.
I don't know, Commissioner Pumpkin. It looks pretty painful and disorienting.
No need to resort to last resorts just yet, Mayor Sandy. Let us slither this way, gentlemen. I see another path. Perhaps the exit can be found at the end of this one.
It's not this one.
This one is a dead end!
And now we're trapped in the field and have to live among the corn and wheat. Wheat.
What an unusual situation we find ourselves in. To take our minds off being lost in a corn maze, how about I can ask you about candy recipes and perhaps of how y'all make your famous taffy?
We would never give away the secret of our super salty sour taffy recipe. It's the pride of the annex. I'm most distressed that you would ask so boldly.
Don't mind his wheedling ways, Sandy. Pumpkin has a natural curiosity about candy. We know very well that you don't reveal the secret of your precious taffy recipe to just anyone.
And I never will. Never in a million years.
Well, how about this? How about I take this here corn husk off of corn, and I got this crayon in my overalls, and how about you write the recipe down on my corn husk?
I can't do that.
If you don't know how to spell ingredients, just ask me.
I know how to spell them, Pumpkin. The issue is that I am forbidden from revealing them to outsiders.
How about we play guess the ingredients, and I write them down. Sugar, that's 1. Cornstarch, that's 2.
Please don't guess any more ingredients, Commissioner Pumpkin. You're dangerously close to knowing how to make our super secret taffy recipe.
Pumpkin, you tread a most perilous ground in your guess the ingredient gambit. We'll change the subject at once, Mayor Sandy.
Now, corn syrup,
We shall change the subject at once, Mayor Sandy.
my quail.
Oh, look, it's Mr. Rotchester and Pumpkin and the annex mayor. Can you boys believe this situation? Lost in a corn maze?
Yes, it is most perplexing, Mrs. Weaver. I despair as the afternoon drags on.
Well, never fear. I've got the girls of the weaving circle working on constructing a ladder out over the corn so we can walk on top of the corn to get back to the parking lot. But the corn bridge might not support your weight. I don't know.
It might not support Tarantula's weight after all those apple cider donuts.
You're so bad, Bernice.
And just between us, we're spinning kind of slowly today. In case you couldn't tell, Bonita and Tarantula did a bit of pre-gaming in the parking lot outside the corn maze.
Indeed. Mayor Sandy, is everything all right?
I'm feeling a little woozy in the sun. I might need to burrow for a while.
I'll dig you a hole, Mr. Worm, and I'll put all the dirt on you.
Okay, not too much now.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at digging and burying.
As am I. But we needn't discuss that now.
Okay, quit wiggling, Mayor Sandy. I'm gonna pour all this dirt on your head.
Uh-oh.
Here you go, little girl.
Why do we have to get bubble tea at the Hag?
The Museum of Halloween Agriculture is the only place open right now.
But it tastes weird. And what are these rocks in my drink?
Bazor stones.
Are you supposed to eat them?
I spit mine on the floor.
So boring. I'm like losing hit points the longer I'm here.
What is all this stuff?
This section is about Halloween farming.
It's very fall.
So this is like how geezer ghosts would tend the land before Halloween got cool, I guess.
All you did back then was plant pumpkins and chase cats around some dirty old field. And scarecrows weren't even alive back then. So dorky.
I like scarecrows. They're kind of like farm clowns.
The past is important. You wouldn't be spooky cool without it.
Marco, look! I'm a farmer planting fallow to enrich the soil or whatever.
Oh man, sounds like I'm on a field trip.
Calliope made me say it.
That's fine.
Marco, what are you doing in that unfinished exhibit? There's no lights in that corner, which makes it even more boring.
Fellow teens, I require assistance with this tarp. They're trying to hide something from me.
That's wrong of them.
If it's under a sheet, it must be good.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
They did.
It's a big old tractor.
With rampage tires, extra long body wagon, and classic coffin cab.
I think it's for hayrides.
And it's got a cigarette lighter.
What's it say on the door?
It's covered in grave dust. Wipe it off.
The
Hayride King.
One day I will ride again.
Whoa.
Oh.
You ride tonight, Hayride King.
Marco, they'll know it's us if we take it.
We need disguises.
Grab the farmer costumes.
It happened only moments ago. My shift as museum docent had just begun. I was loading up a slideshow on evil boll weevils when I happened to feel the threads raise on my bed sheet. I turned around to say hello and found this pumpkin smashed to pieces as you find it before you.
You didn't see nobody at all through them eye holes?
No, Belfry, I'm sorry. I even checked the security cameras, but they were disabled. Intentionally.
That is rude. That is evidence we could have used.
And it wasn't me, Albert. I'd never prowl the town.
I know, Chip.
These crimes are not your style.
Sorry again to barge in on you like this, Albert. We really wanted to visit under normal circumstances and pay attention to the whole museum tour, even the bucket exhibit.
A Pale's Tale.
We were all really happy to hear about your new job with the college.
Now, we both college boys, Albert. Go Gobs.
Thank you, friends. After all we've been through, I am truly pleased to see us all working together again.
So, being the do-si-do with all this outdoors information, Albert, what you think the prowler was up to around here?
Well, many agricultural tools and documents are vouchsafed by the college for a diachronic agricultural experience.
Uh-huh.
Imagine yourself in Halloween's distant past, the wind soughing through brown leaves as you swing a scythe over land untrammeled by civilization. The seeds of Halloween's tomorrow tremble beneath your toes.
Yeah,
Right, Albert.
education.
Standing up straighter.
Yeah.
That's a picture, Albert. What you think he wanted? You floating any theories under them sheets?
Well, he did smash a pumpkin. He could have been interested in its contents.
Wait, there's like prizes inside?
Yes, Chip. Old Halloweens used to place pumpkins around town and fill them with treasure like rupees and keys and even snakes.
Snakes?
It's an old tradition. You put a snake inside a pumpkin, so when somebody puts their hand in there...
It'll bite you!
No, he'll give you candy, Bonita.
Oh, that's better.
Unless he's mad. Like say he was stuck in a pumpkin and nobody said boo to him in 100 years or so.
Man, I've got a killer headache right now.
I might have some medicine in my purse.
You don't. I've already looked.
While y'all playing with makeup, I've been investigating these pumpkin platforms and found some unsavory clues.
Cookie crumbs!
For a spooky pie.
You know, friends, I never saw the doors open. Although we cannot see him, the prowler could still be in this room.
The
It's
lights!
him!
We are now sealed in this room.
There goes another pumpkin.
Oh, come on! Hello.
Hey, what y'all up to?
Well, Pumpkin, we're in a museum dedicated to old-timey farming, trying to clear Chip's name of the annex prowler accusations, and some creep just shut off all the lights, which was very rude, and let loose a snake that is probably poisonous.
Slight correction. The snake is likely venomous, not poisonous.
Albert, I love you, but time and place.
What with the blood-curdling scream you let out when that old snake went slithering this way and that, I reckon it don't matter much which one it is. Either way, you run stomping on my toes with them high heels in the dark.
You stomped on my toes too.
Sorry. And anyway, Pumpkin, I am now crouched on a plinth like a gargoyle, hoping the snake won't come up here while Chip and Belfry look for the lights or a generator or an old-timey lantern. How about you?
Snake repellent, maybe.
Well, I just wanted to call and tell you that me and Granddaddy and the mayor of the corn maze have decided to live in the corn maze.
No, Pumpkin, no, you're not. You were just supposed to go be nice to Mayor Sandy and go through the corn maze together and ask him politely about their taffy recipe and pretend like we care about it.
You on speakerphone?
Hi, caretaker von Wangencamp.
Oh, sorry, Mayor Sandy.
Anyway, I just want to tell you I love you if we don't make it through the night. Mayor Sandy had to go in the dirt, but now it's getting chilly, so he's probably just gonna shrivel up and die.
I hope not.
Pumpkin, can you put Rotchester on the phone and take the phone off speakerphone?
Okay.
Bonita, please tell me death is near.
Hey, Roddy, so is this a real problem or more of a pumpkin problem?
A bit of both. Something is afoot here. The maze has most certainly been tampered with. Hordes of wholesome fun seekers now wander around it like zombies in a pen.
Okay, and maybe this is a dumb question, but why can't you walk straight through the corn?
I certainly could. Pumpkin has decided that the corn hurts, and we have also learned that Mayor Sandy is quite ticklish and finds it torturous to proceed through the stalks.
Oh boy.
Give me the phone again, Granddaddy. Mama, Tell Mr. Chip that he's got to take care of my ant farm if I die in the maze.
You're not gonna die in the maze, Pumpkin, but I will tell him.
Okay, love you. Bye.
What is my life even?
Oh, Nita, I found something.
Is it a light switch?
Ow! No, it's a butter churn. This is what olden days people used to churn butter. When we find the snake, we can put it in here.
Huh.
Okay, TRC. We on site at the museum responded to a call about that old annex prowler. First, I better lock my wheels up on this bike rack. Hang on. Who's them old farming fools over there up on that big old tractor? What the heck?
Look out for the tractor of doom.
Tremble before the tractor of doom.
The Hayride King has a date with the corn maze, you dig?
Dang! It's you three!
Hey, Terry, we're in disguise as old farmers. Look at my burlap pants.
Man, I can't believe y'all a bunch of old joyriding Johnnies who up and stole the Hayride King!
Prove it.
There's security cameras all over this dumb old museum!
Nuh-uh. We heard some old frog janitors say they had all been disabled by the prowler.
All of them? Even the one at the concession stand?
I don't know.
You drinking bubble tea! I know you been there! They probably got you on that camera at the scene of the crime!
Uh-oh.
Whoops. You'll cover for us, right, Terry?
Well, I don't know about all that!
Whoops. My foot slipped on the clutch. No big. Just go like... Whoa! Bye, Terry! Cool. Too fast. Get a selfie.
Well, now that I finally dang got out here to the museum, I see I wasn't even needed. You handled it yourself, Terry. Good job.
I guess so. I didn't catch no annex prowler or anything like that.
Well, you got them lights turned back on, and you vanquished the snake. That's good on both counts.
Yeah, that old fanghead is kind of mad in this dumb butter churn. I'm gonna take him out and let him loose in some kind of dumb old field, I guess.
And you calmed the victims with emergency blankets and apple juice, as is protocol.
Which we appreciate, but it's not quite necessary.
Speak for yourself. I'm still shaken up. Oh, Nita, can I have your juice?
Here you go. Knock yourself out. Don't spill it.
Well, but you've got to do the straw for me.
And I know we ain't caught him yet, but we gonna get that NX Prowler, I promise you that. That's the wheels of Halloween justice riding sure and true.
Well, but what if they ain't?
What you mean, Deputy?
Everybody said them security cameras was out, but I know for a fact there's one people don't know about. Over there behind the concession stand.
Well, that's great news, Terry. How'd you know about that?
'Cause that old concession troll had me set him up there a while ago. He said his cotton candy kept disappearing. I told him it was ants, but he needed to see for himself.
Well, Terry, that's good news now. We can look on that tape and see that old prowler, and we gonna get him. Now, why you look so down in the mouth?
'Cause that tape's got my friends on it being bad for real. Stealing some old farm clothes and the Hayride key. And now I gotta give you that tape, even though I know they gonna get in trouble.
Oh, I see. And you don't want them to get in trouble, even if you don't agree with what they done.
Man, I don't even know why they want to come out here and do all this. This dumb old museum is just minding its old-timey business. Didn't do nothing.
Uh-huh.
And I heard they messed up that old corn maze, too. It was just being an old corn maze. If it's so boring, why not just leave it alone? That's stupid.
So, Terry, tell me, why do you think you ain't interested in carrying on like that anymore?
Well, it ain't practical. If everything's so dumb, what's it to you? Just leave it alone. I got things to do.
And you think maybe old Casey and Marco, they don't understand about having things to do? They ain't quite figured that out yet, to leave things alone?
They ain't?
Yep, you done growed up a little bit on them. And I tell you, I am proud of that growth. You're doing real good. But you're gonna have to accept that you might be a little different from your friends now.
Dang!
You know, and maybe not forever. Maybe just until they're ready to come along with you.
Well, alright. I guess we'll try to go easy on them till they learn, huh?
We always do. Now come on, Deputy. Let's go watch that tape.
That sound. It's coming this way again.
It's gone berserk.
The tractor hates corn. He just hates it.
I don't remember this part of the maze.
I'm scared.
Stay tight, you two. Hold the mayor's hand, Pumpkin. And run! So, the Hayride King rides again.
Look, the danger wagon made an exit. We're saved.
Sorry things got kind of wild back there. We thought we were going to have to eat you.
Hey-yo. Me too, y'all. Me too.
Unfortunately, there were no injuries to speak of.
We beat the maze, Granddaddy.
Yes, our ordeal comes to a merciful conclusion, and not a moment too soon, lest we destroy what remains of our relationship with the annex.
Where's Papaw Sandy? He come loose out my hand.
Oh dear.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Over here, Sandy. Walk this way, toward my voice.
Ow, it's too prickly.
Tell us the ingredient and we'll tell you the exit.
Pumpkin, find the cobweb curtain, Sandy. Then proceed clockwise round the mangled corn. You'll note the exit.
Now I'm really lost. Sing me a song.
Say again, Sandy.
Sing a song so I can find you.
Have you thought about trying quite hard to follow my directions?
Pretty sure the only way out is for you to sing to me. Sweetly.
Okay. La la la, la dee la da.
No, it has to be Mr. Rotchester.
Why come?
Same question.
My worm body needs to feel the trembles in the soil, only possible from a mature, venerable old monster with a rich, desiccated voice.
Then I shall speak louder.
No, that sounds too much like the earth. Sing me a song, Rochester.
Granddaddy, this is about candy and friendship.
But I don't know any songs at all, and I don't care to.
Granddaddy, close your eyes, look into your heart, and sing the first things that comes to your brain.
There are worms who feast upon a corpse.
Oh, I felt you.
You can do it.
Carry knives within their shorts.
You're not so far away.
Share the meat among cohorts.
This way.
And there in my brain.
There you are. You're so sweet to rumble me through.
Yes, well, no need to ever mention it again.
This just in. Macabre and old softy.
I'll tell everyone you're the sweetest ghoul in the afterworld. Almost as sweet as our taffy is sour.
Pause, bubblegum.
Yeah, that's one ingredient. And you earned it, Commissioner Pumpkin.
Okay, what's another one?
That's enough for now. There are worms who feast upon a corpse.
Agriculture!
Well, Pumpkin, this was more than I expected to get into today, but we inch closer to friendship with our neighbor Worm, and that is a credit to your encouragement during what occurred. You caused me to face a new fear, and for that, I am grateful.
We gon' get his candy.
Media cart! Media cart!
Yay! Video presentation!
Yeah! Of course you have a media cart, Albert. Always prepared.
And don't y'all worry about no prowlers while we in the screening room, 'cause we got Terry out there watching the door. You good out there, Deputy Terry?
I'm punching the air in case the prowler try to go invisible.
See? I feel safe already.
Oh, it's between channels. That's so stupid. Okay, who's ready for a screening of concession stand security footage?
Yeah, here we go.
Television.
Yeah. Keep your eyes peeled, folks. We need a close look at this imposter perpetrator, light turner off our annex Chip looking like a loo. He made a mistake missing this one camera. And now we're gonna clear the name of my client and our good friend, Chip Clearly.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it.
And play.
Here we go.
Would you like any more of this candy corn as we watch this exciting security footage?
Okay, looks like a view of the counter from the sludgy machine, and you know what? I don't feel great about getting snacks here in the future.
Whoo-wee! That cashier was digging for gold. Picking one's nose was very common in Halloween past.
I've seen Daddy do it quite a bit.
Me too.
Ooh, Bazar stones.
Okay, fast forward.
Wait, Bonita, there it is.
Yeah, there we go. In line.
It's the prowler. That's him.
This is only a few minutes after he locked us up in the snake room, which I'm still mad about, and there he is getting snacks like nothing even happened.
This prowler has nailed the Chip look, except that wig look a little lopsided.
It does.
But who would impersonate Mr. Clearly?
Could be anybody with Chip's weird walk, getting giant coffee he'll never finish, and several sugar packets from his robe?
Pretty sure that's not me.
Look, y'all, he's eyeballing that camera. He's walking over to it.
Finger guns?
Well, toot. Looks like I missed a camera.
Who is that?
That's your voice, Chip, kind of?
Chip, why are you doing all this?
Really?
I know, the resemblance.
If you're watching this, which I know you are, don't try to stop me. It'll never work.
Who you talking to, baby? You still in line? Let me get
I
up.
tell you this for your own good, but wait. You already know what I'm gonna say, don't you, Chip? In fact, you're mouthing the words as I say them.
Stop that!
You might think you know what I'm gonna do, but it's only what I might do, and I might do something else, and you can't stop me from it because I have to do it.
What are you doing?
If you said, "What are you doing?" I won't tell you, except it's the only way to save the future. Unfortunately, I'll have to sacrifice your whole town and everyone in it.
What?
Understand?
What'd you say you was, boy? Really?
You can't do that. I'll stop you.
You really can't.
I can.
You can't.
Can't.
You had a chance to stop all this before it even began, Chip, and you missed it. It makes me so darn mad.
You okay, baby?
I would explain more, but it's too big now, and anyway, I'm running out of time.
Clear the scene, and note I am allowed to bring in my bicycle as I am the law.
That's the heat. Gonna have to leave it there. But to recap, don't try to stop me. Too late now, end of town. Only a few more places to look, and this will all be over, finally. I was so sure I'd find the key in Bonita's pocketbook.
My good snack bars. Monster.
We have to stop him.
You can't.
Oh, we hate you have to go. It's time to say bye-bye.